If you are a woman over 60 and you are using castor oil directly on your face, neck, or hands, this message is not just important, it is urgent. Many women believe castor oil alone is the secret to wrinkle-free skin, thicker eyebrows, and youthful firmness. But here's the truth most people never tell you. Using castor oil by itself can actually work against aging skin instead of helping it. And today, you're going to discover why, and more importantly, what simple mix changes everything. Stay with me, because what you'll learn in the final part could save your skin from years of unnecessary damage. As we age, especially after 60, our skin changes in ways it never did before. Collagen production slows down dramatically. Natural oils that once balanced our skin now struggle to absorb. The skin barrier becomes thinner, drier, and more fragile. This is where many women make a critical mistake. Castor oil is thick, heavy, and highly occlusive. On younger skin, this may not be a problem, but mature skin needs penetration, not just surface sealing. When castor oil is used alone, it can sit on top of the skin, trapping dryness underneath, rather than delivering nourishment where collagen is actually produced. This is why some women say, I used castor oil for months and my skin still feels tight, dull, or lifeless. It's not that castor oil is bad, it's that it's incomplete on its own. Aging skin needs a carrier that helps nutrients travel deeper, stimulates circulation, and supports collagen fibers. Without this, castor oil becomes like a locked door with no key. Here's where the transformation begins. When castor oil is combined with a lightweight, nutrient-rich oil, one that mimics the skin's natural lipids, everything changes. The thick nature of castor oil is balanced, absorption improves, blood flow to the skin increases, collagen supporting activity is activated instead of suppressed. This combination allows the skin to breathe, repair, and rebuild overnight. What makes this mix so powerful for women over 60 is that it works with aging skin, not against it. It softens fine lines instead of stretching them. It supports elasticity instead of pulling the skin downward. It nourishes delicate areas like the neck, under the eyes, and hands, areas where collagen loss shows first and fastest. Another critical factor most women overlook is application. More oil does not mean better results. Mature skin responds best to small amounts, gentle massage, and consistency. This mix, when applied correctly, sends signals to the skin that it is safe to regenerate. Over time, the skin appears firmer, smoother, and more resilient, not oily, not congested, and not inflamed. And here's the most important warning of all. Aging skin does not forgive aggressive habits. Rubbing hard, layering heavy oils incorrectly, or copying routines meant for younger skin can accelerate wrinkles instead of reducing them. That's why understanding how and what you apply matters more than ever after 60. If you've stayed with me this far, you now understand something many women never learn. It's not about the oil, it's about the combination and the method. When used wisely, the right mix can support collagen naturally, improve texture, and restore confidence in your skin. Again, ignore this knowledge, and even the best oils will fail you. For women over 60, using castor oil alone may seem harmless, even beneficial, but the reality is far more complex and often misunderstood. At this stage of life, the skin is no longer functioning the way it did in the 30s or 40s. Collagen production has slowed significantly. Oil glands produce less sebum, and the skin barrier becomes thinner and more fragile. When a thick, heavy oil like castor oil is applied by itself, it does not behave as many expect. Instead of nourishing the deeper layers where repair and collagen renewal occur, it tends to sit on the surface, forming a dense seal that can actually prevent moisture and oxygen from reaching the skin underneath. Over time, this can leave the skin feeling tight, dull, and dehydrated, even though it appears oily on the surface. Another problem with using castor oil alone is its molecular weight. Castor oil is rich in ricinoleic acid, which has anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, but its structure is too heavy to penetrate aging skin efficiently without assistance. Younger skin, which has a stronger barrier and better circulation, may tolerate this thickness, but mature skin struggles to absorb it properly. Instead of supporting elasticity, this heaviness can exaggerate fine lines by pulling downward on already weakened skin tissue, especially around delicate areas like the eyes, mouth, and neck. This is why some women notice more creasing or sagging after weeks of consistent use, even though they believed they were doing something healthy for their skin. There's also the issue of trapped dryness. When castor oil is applied alone to skin that lacks adequate hydration, it can seal in dehydration rather than correct it. Mature skin loses water faster than younger skin, and without a lighter oil or hydrating agent to deliver moisture into the deeper layers, castor oil simply locks the problem in place. Over time, this can impair the skin's natural repair signals, slowing down cell turnover and collagen renewal. Instead of looking plump and refreshed, the skin may begin to appear thinner and more fatigued. Circulation plays another crucial role that is often overlooked. Aging skin relies heavily on improved blood flow to deliver oxygen and nutrients that support collagen formation. Castor oil on its own does little to stimulate circulation. When applied without a complementary oil that encourages blood flow and cellular activity, its benefits remain superficial. The skin may feel coated but not revitalized, smooth but not firm. This is particularly important for women over 60 whose skin depends more on stimulation and nutrient delivery than on heavy sealing. Long-term use of castor oil alone can also interfere with the skin's natural balance. Mature skin needs harmony between nourishment, hydration, and breathability. Overuse of a single heavy oil disrupts this balance, potentially leading to clogged pores, sensitivity, and a weakened skin barrier. Instead of supporting collagen, this imbalance can trigger low-grade inflammation, which is one of the silent accelerators of aging. The skin may become more reactive, less elastic, and slower to recover from daily environmental stress. Perhaps the most important reason castor oil alone can backfire after 60 is that aging skin no longer responds to one ingredient solutions. Collagen support requires synergy. It requires oils that work together to penetrate, nourish, stimulate, and protect. When castor oil is used in isolation, it cannot meet all these needs, no matter how natural or traditional it may be. What once worked decades ago may now hinder progress, creating the illusion of care while quietly limiting the skin's ability to regenerate. Understanding this shift is empowering. It allows women to stop blaming their skin and start adjusting their approach. The goal after 60 is not to coat the skin, but to communicate with it, to deliver what it needs in a form it can accept. When this truth is ignored, castor oil alone becomes a barrier instead of a benefit, slowing collagen activity rather than supporting it. But when this truth is recognized, it opens the door to smarter combinations that restore strength, softness, and resilience to aging skin once again. After the age of 60, a woman's skin is undergoing changes that are deeper and more complex than most people realize. These changes are not sudden, but they are cumulative, and they dramatically alter how the skin responds to products, oils, and routines that once worked well. One of the most significant shifts is the sharp decline in collagen and elastin production. These two proteins are responsible for firmness, bounce, and smoothness. When their levels drop, the skin loses its ability to snap back, fine lines settle into deeper wrinkles, and the face begins to appear softer and less defined. This is not simply aging on the surface. It is a structural change happening from within. At the same time, the skin's natural oil production decreases. Sebum, which once helped protect and lubricate the skin, is produced in much smaller amounts after menopause. This leads many women to believe they must compensate by applying heavier oils. However, aging skin does not just need more oil. It needs the right type of nourishment delivered in the right way. Without understanding this distinction, even natural remedies can feel ineffective or even damaging. The skin becomes dry not because it lacks oil alone, but because it struggles to retain water and rebuild its protective barrier. Another hidden change involves the thinning of the skin itself. Over the years, the outermost layer becomes more fragile and the layers beneath lose density. This thinning makes the skin more vulnerable to irritation, stretching, and gravity. Products that are too heavy or applied incorrectly can pull on the skin, exaggerating sagging rather than correcting it. This is why many women notice that their neck, jawline, and under eye areas seem to age faster than the rest of the face. These areas are the first to reveal collagen loss and structural weakening. Circulation also slows with age, and this has a direct impact on skin health. Reduced blood flow means fewer nutrients and less oxygen reach the skin cells. Without these essentials, the skin's repair mechanisms become sluggish, cell turnover slows, dullness increases, and the skin's ability to respond to nourishing treatments declines. This is why mature skin often looks tired even when it is well cared for. It is not a lack of effort, but a lack of internal stimulation and support. Hormonal changes further complicate the picture. The decline in estrogen after menopause affects moisture retention, elasticity, and thickness. Estrogen plays a key role in collagen maintenance, and when its levels drop, the skin loses one of its most powerful allies. This hormonal shift also affects how the skin reacts to ingredients, making it more sensitive and less predictable. What once felt soothing may now cause irritation, and what once absorbed easily may now sit on the surface. The skin's natural repair cycle also changes after 60. Nighttime regeneration slows, and the window for repair becomes narrower. This makes consistency and compatibility more important than ever. Products must work in harmony with the skin's rhythms rather than overwhelm them. Overloading the skin with heavy layers or aggressive treatments can disrupt this delicate balance, leading to inflammation and accelerated aging rather than improvement. Understanding these hidden changes is essential because it shifts the focus from fighting aging to supporting the skin's new reality. Mature skin is not broken, it is simply different. It requires gentler stimulation, better absorption, and ingredients that can communicate effectively with aging cells. When women recognize that their skin after 60 operates under new rules, they can stop chasing quick fixes and start choosing approaches that truly support collagen, hydration, and resilience. Ignoring these changes leads to frustration and disappointment, while acknowledging them opens the door to smarter, more effective care. When the skin is treated according to its evolving needs, it becomes more receptive, more responsive, and more capable of renewal. This awareness is the foundation of any approach that truly benefits women over 60, allowing them to work with their skin instead of unknowingly working against it. For women over 60, the true power of castor oil is unlocked only when it is paired with the right natural oil that can activate its benefits instead of limiting them. On its own, castor oil is dense and slow-moving, but when combined with a lighter, skin-compatible oil, it becomes far more effective at supporting collagen and skin renewal. Aging skin needs assistance to absorb nutrients, and this is where the correct pairing makes a profound difference. The goal is not dilution for the sake of thinning, but synergy that allows castor oil to reach deeper layers where repair and collagen stimulation actually occur. Mature skin responds best to oils that closely resemble its natural lipid structure. These oils act as messengers, guiding heavier components into the skin while reinforcing the weakened barrier. When such an oil is mixed with castor oil, it helps reduce surface tension and allows the blend to move beyond the top layer of the skin. This improved penetration means the nourishing properties of castor oil are no longer trapped on the surface, but are delivered where they can support elasticity, smoothness, and firmness. Another critical role of the activating oil is circulation support. Aging skin often suffers from reduced blood flow, which limits oxygen and nutrient delivery. Certain lightweight natural oils gently stimulate microcirculation when massaged into the skin. When combined with castor oil, this effect is amplified. The skin receives more oxygen, repair signals increase, and collagen-producing cells are better nourished. Instead of feeling coated, the skin begins to feel alive, warm, and responsive, which is a sign that regeneration processes are being encouraged. Hydration is also transformed through this combination. Castor oil alone seals the skin, but the activating oil helps draw moisture into deeper layers before sealing occurs. This prevents the common problem of trapped dryness that many women experience when using heavy oils alone. The skin becomes plumper and more resilient, fine lines soften, and the overall texture improves. This balanced hydration is essential for collagen fibers, which rely on adequate moisture to remain flexible and strong. Inflammation control is another benefit of the right oil pairing. Mature skin is more prone to low-grade inflammation, which silently breaks down collagen over time. A compatible, calming oil can help soothe the skin, reduce redness, and support a healthier environment for repair. When castor oil is layered alone, it may irritate sensitive skin, but when blended correctly, its anti-inflammatory properties are enhanced rather than hindered. This creates a protective yet breathable layer that supports long-term skin health. The activating oil also improves how the skin responds over time. With consistent use, the skin becomes more receptive, not more dependent. Collagen-supporting processes are encouraged naturally rather than forced. This leads to gradual, sustainable improvements instead of short-lived surface results. The skin looks smoother, feels firmer, and retains its elasticity more effectively, especially in areas prone to sagging such as the jawline, neck, and under-eye region. Perhaps the most important aspect of this mix is that it respects the reality of aging skin. After 60, the skin needs cooperation, not confrontation. The right oil pairing works with the skin's biology, helping it adapt and strengthen rather than struggle. Castor oil becomes a supportive element rather than an overpowering one. When women understand this principle, they move beyond trial and error routines and into intentional care that truly supports collagen and skin renewal. This is why the activating oil is not optional but essential. Without it, castor oil remains incomplete. With it, castor oil transforms into a powerful ally for mature skin, capable of supporting collagen, improving texture, and restoring a sense of vitality that many women believe they have permanently lost. When castor oil is blended correctly and applied with intention, the way it interacts with aging skin changes completely. The most noticeable shift is in absorption. Mature skin has a slower metabolic rate and a weaker lipid barrier, which makes it far more selective about what it allows inside. A properly balanced oil mix reduces surface resistance and allows nutrients to pass through gradually instead of sitting heavily on top. This means the skin receives nourishment where it matters most, in the deeper layers that influence firmness and collagen activity, rather than being temporarily coated with shine. Improved absorption directly impacts skin firmness. Collagen fibers rely on a steady supply of nutrients and oxygen to remain strong and elastic. When the oil blend penetrates effectively, it supports the environment collagen needs to maintain structure. Over time, this helps counter the loosening effect of gravity that becomes more visible after 60. The skin does not feel pulled or weighed down. Instead, it feels supported from within. This subtle internal support is what creates a smoother, more lifted appearance without aggressive treatments. Elasticity also responds positively to this balanced approach. Aging skin often loses its ability to stretch and return to shape because the fibers that allow movement have weakened. When absorption improves, hydration reaches deeper layers, keeping these fibers flexible. The oil mix helps maintain moisture balance while reinforcing the skin's barrier, preventing the dryness that causes fine lines to deepen. As elasticity improves, the skin appears more supple and less prone to creasing, especially around expressive areas, such as the eyes and mouth. Another benefit of the correct mix is its effect on texture. Mature skin can become rough or uneven due to slowed cell turnover and dehydration. When oils penetrate properly, they help soften the outer layer and support the natural shedding of dull surface cells. This reveals smoother skin underneath and allows light to reflect more evenly, creating a healthier, more youthful appearance. Texture improvement is not immediate, but with consistency, the skin becomes noticeably more refined and comfortable. Blood flow stimulation plays an important role in these improvements. A well-formulated oil blend, applied with gentle massage, encourages circulation without irritating delicate skin. Increased blood flow brings oxygen and nutrients to the skin cells, which is essential for repair and collagen maintenance. This circulation boost also helps reduce the stagnant look that often appears in mature skin, replacing it with a natural glow that does not rely on makeup or surface shine. Consistency is what transforms these benefits into lasting change. Aging skin does not respond to occasional care. It thrives on regular, gentle support. When the oil mix is used consistently, the skin adapts and becomes more responsive. It begins to retain moisture more effectively, maintain elasticity longer, and recover from daily stress with greater ease. This cumulative effect is what makes the difference between temporary softness and genuine improvement in firmness and resilience. Perhaps the most important outcome of using the right mix is how it changes the relationship between the skin and care routines. Instead of reacting with sensitivity or resistance, the skin begins to cooperate. It absorbs what it needs, releases tension, and maintains balance. This cooperation is essential for women over 60 whose skin benefits more from harmony than from intensity. The correct oil mix respects this need, delivering support without overwhelming fragile structures. In the long term, this approach helps protect collagen rather than depleting it. By improving absorption, firmness, elasticity, and overall texture, the skin is better equipped to age gracefully. Wrinkles may soften, sagging may slow, and the skin's natural strength can be preserved. These changes may be subtle at first, but they build over time, creating a visible difference that feels as good as it looks. For women over 60, the way oils are applied is just as important as what is being applied. Even the most beneficial natural blend can lose its effectiveness or cause unwanted effects if used incorrectly. Mature skin is thinner, more delicate, and slower to recover, which means it responds best to gentle, thoughtful habits rather than aggressive routines. One of the most common mistakes is using too much product. Aging skin does not need to be saturated to benefit. In fact, excess oil can overwhelm the skin, interfere with absorption, and create a heavy film that prevents the skin from breathing. A few drops, warm between the fingers, are far more effective than a thick layer applied hastily. Timing also matters greatly. Applying oil to completely dry skin can limit its benefits, especially for mature skin that struggles to retain moisture. Slightly damp skin allows oils to spread more evenly and seal in hydration more effectively. This simple adjustment helps prevent dryness from being trapped underneath the oil, which is a common cause of tightness and discomfort. Evening application is often ideal because the skin's repair processes are more active at night allowing the blend to support natural regeneration while the body rests. The pressure used during application is another critical factor. Rubbing or pulling the skin can accelerate sagging and deepen wrinkles, particularly around sensitive areas like the eyes, mouth, and neck. Gentle upward motions and light tapping are far safer and more effective. These movements encourage circulation without stressing fragile tissues. Over time, this careful approach helps maintain elasticity and supports the skin's structural integrity instead of weakening it. Consistency is more important than intensity. Using a gentle oil routine regularly produces far better results than sporadic, heavy applications. Mature skin adapts slowly, and it needs time to respond to supportive care. Sudden changes, overuse, or frequent switching between products can confuse the skin and trigger sensitivity. A steady routine allows the skin to adjust, strengthen its barrier, and make better use of the nourishment it receives. Listening to the skin's signals is an often overlooked but essential habit. Redness, itching, or persistent tightness are not signs that the skin needs more product. They are signals that something is not working. Ignoring these warnings can lead to inflammation, which breaks down collagen over time. Taking breaks when needed, adjusting quantities, or spacing out applications can protect the skin and prevent long-term damage. Mature skin communicates clearly when it is respected and reacts negatively when it is pushed too hard. Another important habit is protecting the skin during the day. Oils used at night support repair, but daytime care must focus on shielding the skin from environmental stress. Sun exposure, pollution, and dryness all accelerate collagen loss. Even the best nighttime routine cannot compensate for unprotected daytime damage. Simple protective measures help preserve the results of careful oil use and maintain the skin's resilience. Perhaps the most valuable habit is patience. Aging skin does not change overnight, and expecting rapid results often leads to misuse. Improvements in firmness, smoothness, and comfort happen gradually as the skin rebuilds itself. Respecting this pace prevents frustration and reduces the temptation to over-apply or experiment excessively. When women allow their skin time to respond, they are more likely to see lasting, natural-looking improvements. Safe and smart application habits create a foundation for healthy aging skin. They protect collagen, reduce irritation, and support the skin's ability to repair itself. For women over 60, these habits are not minor details. They are essential practices that determine whether natural oils become powerful allies or silent contributors to premature aging. For women over 60, the most overlooked factor in skin health is not the product itself, but the long-term relationship between the skin, the body, and daily habits. Even the best oil blend and the most careful application will struggle to deliver lasting results if the internal environment does not support collagen renewal. Aging skin reflects what is happening beneath the surface. Reduced nutrient absorption, slower circulation, chronic stress, poor sleep, and dehydration all quietly weaken the skin's ability to repair itself. When these factors are ignored, the skin becomes less responsive over time, no matter how natural or expensive the routine may be. One of the biggest misconceptions is believing collagen loss happens only at the surface. In reality, collagen breakdown is driven by internal inflammation, oxidative stress, and hormonal shifts that accelerate after 60. When the body is under constant stress, collagen fibers become fragile and disorganized. The skin loses structure, and even supportive topical care delivers limited results. This is why women who focus only on what they apply without addressing lifestyle balance often feel stuck despite consistency. Sleep plays a crucial role in this process. During deep sleep, the body releases repair hormones that support collagen production and tissue renewal. Poor sleep interrupts this cycle, leaving the skin dull, thin, and slow to recover. Oils applied at night work best when the body is in a true state of rest. Without quality sleep, the skin cannot fully use what it receives. Over time, this creates the illusion that natural care has stopped working when the real issue lies deeper. Hydration is another silent driver of skin aging. Mature skin struggles to hold water, and without sufficient hydration from within, collagen fibers become stiff and brittle. Oils conceal moisture, but they cannot replace what the body lacks. When hydration is neglected, the skin appears crepey, lines deepen, and elasticity declines faster. Supporting the skin internally allows topical routines to function as intended rather than compensating for deficiencies. Emotional stress also leaves visible marks on the skin. Chronic tension increases cortisol, a hormone that directly breaks down collagen. This accelerates sagging and weakens the skin barrier. Gentle routines, calming habits, and moments of relaxation are not luxuries for aging skin. They are protective strategies. When stress levels are lowered, the skin becomes more receptive, circulation improves, and repair processes become more efficient. Another long-term factor is patience with the aging process itself. Many women unknowingly sabotage their progress by constantly searching for instant fixes. Switching routines too frequently, layering too many products, or aggressively targeting wrinkles can exhaust the skin. Mature skin thrives on stability. When it is given time, consistency, and respect, it responds gradually but reliably. This steady improvement is far more sustainable than dramatic short-term changes that fade quickly. The most powerful transformation happens when women stop treating aging as a problem to fight and start treating it as a phase to support. Skin after 60 is not failing, it is adapting. When internal health, emotional balance, and gentle external care align, collagen loss slows, elasticity is preserved, and the skin maintains strength even as it changes. This alignment turns simple routines into effective tools rather than temporary solutions. Long-term skin vitality is built through awareness. Understanding how daily habits influence collagen allows women to protect what they still have instead of chasing what has already passed. When this awareness guides choices, natural oils become allies, routines become restorative, and the skin reflects not just care, but wisdom earned over time. As women move past 60, understanding the delicate balance between care and overcare becomes essential for preserving skin health. One of the most common mistakes is assuming that more product or more effort automatically translates to better results. In reality, mature skin requires precision, gentleness, and respect for its changing structure. Heavy-handed routines, frequent experimentation, or aggressive treatments can all disrupt the skin's natural balance, leading to sensitivity, irritation, or even accelerated aging. The skin is no longer as resilient as it once was. And every action must be measured to support repair rather than stress it further. The principle of moderation is key. Applying small, consistent amounts of an oil blend allows the skin to absorb nutrients gradually, maximizing penetration without overwhelming fragile layers. Overuse can create a surface barrier that prevents hydration and nutrient delivery, leaving the skin trapped in a cycle of dryness beneath an oily layer. Conversely, careful, measured application ensures that the active ingredients reach the deeper layers where collagen production occurs. This is especially critical in areas that are prone to early signs of aging, such as the neck, jawline, and around the eyes. These regions require extra care because their tissues are thinner and more susceptible to gravitational pull. The rhythm of application is equally important. Mature skin responds better to routines that respect its natural repair cycles. Nighttime application. when the body is at rest, provides a window for oils to work in harmony with the skin's regeneration process. Daytime protection through gentle moisturizers or sunscreen ensures that the efforts made at night are not undone by environmental stressors. Ignoring these rhythms can reduce the effectiveness of even the best natural oil combinations. Skin that is overstressed or exposed to damaging elements without protection cannot respond optimally, no matter how carefully the product is applied. Touch and technique are crucial aspects that are often overlooked. Gentle upward strokes and light circular motions encourage circulation, improve absorption, and stimulate collagen-supporting activity without putting strain on delicate tissues. Rubbing aggressively, pulling, or layering too many products can lead to micro tears, irritation, and premature sagging. Mature skin benefits from mindful movement, where every touch is intentional and designed to enhance vitality rather than compromise structural integrity. Consistency is another pillar of effective care. Mature skin does not respond well to sporadic attention. The benefits of an oil blend or topical treatment accumulate over time, provided the application is steady and respectful. Sudden changes, excessive layering, or switching products too frequently can confuse the skin and reduce its responsiveness. When a routine is consistent, the skin adapts gradually, strengthening its barrier, improving elasticity, and supporting collagen renewal. This slow, steady approach is far more effective than short bursts of intensive treatment that can exhaust the skin and create setbacks. Listening to the skin's feedback is vital. Signs like redness, itchiness, or tightness are not minor inconveniences. They are messages from the skin that it needs adjustment. Ignoring these signals can lead to chronic inflammation, which is a silent accelerator of collagen breakdown. By observing and responding to these cues, women can fine-tune their routines, ensuring that care enhances the skin's health rather than undermining it. Respecting these signals allows mature skin to thrive instead of merely surviving under repeated stress. Adopting safe and smart habits extends beyond topical care. Protecting skin from environmental damage, staying hydrated, maintaining balanced nutrition, and managing stress all amplify the effects of external treatments. Mature skin reflects overall health, and when internal and external care work together, the results are profound. Collagen is preserved, elasticity improves, and the skin exhibits resilience and radiance that go beyond surface appearance. By combining thoughtful application with holistic habits, women over 60 can maintain youthful vitality, proving that aging gracefully is not about fighting the years, but about nurturing the skin with wisdom and intention.